Alien tells the story of a crew of a commercial spacecraft that encounters a deadly life form after investigating an unknown transmission. What's going on, everyone? My name is Jason, and welcome to my Alien review from 1979. This is directed by Ridley Scott and starring Sigourney Weaver, Tom Skerrit, John Hurt, and Veronica Cartwright. So welcome back to the channel, guys. This is Backtrack Cinema. We talk movies of the past, and thank you for joining me for another 70s horror review. And I mean, Alien's been part of my childhood, part of my life, like forever. Now, I'm more of an Aliens fan, but I really do still love this original movie, Alien. It's like comparing Terminator to Terminator 2. Alien is the more horror suspense movie. Aliens is the more action movie. So it's just whatever kind of film fan you are, what you go to these films for will determine which one you like better. This movie is a perfect example of slow burn when it's working at its absolute best. I mean, this is slow burn gold. I just love how it takes its time to really build tension and how unsettling things become with the characters and how panic and fear start settling in. You know, I've often heard this movie being regarded to as, haunted house in space. Perfect analogy. Perfect. Because once they set down on this planet LV-426 and he gets John Hurt gets the alien stuck on him, and they bring him back and things start getting out of control a bit, and then they think he's fine. The alien comes out, we know the story, and then it's wreaking havoc on them. But there's just this, when they're there on this planet, everything starts becoming unsettled. They just want to get out of there, and that time it takes for this face hugger that's latching onto him, they just want to freaking leave. That moment where Tom Skerritt and Sigourney Weaver are like arguing back and forth, and he's just like, I just want to get the hell out of here. Just that, you get even in the captain's like, I just want to get the hell out of here. I love that. I love that about this movie. I mean, and the way Ridley Scott, like I said, ramps it up slowly and just, and builds on it and builds the tension and builds the tension. Till, when Sigourney Weaver is the only one left in Ripley, our character of Ripley, and that's when it really gets really terrifying, is when she's alone, when there's no one else. All the ship's alarms are freaking going off, and she's sweating to death, and then, when she gets into she spots the alien just sitting there, and like the stowaway or something like that. I can't remember what it is. She gets in the suit. She's slowly getting in the suit. It's just freaking moody, atmospheric tension. It's terrifying shit, man. And it's a huge strength of why this movie works so well. I like what Ridley Scott's trying to say. Dangers of AI, again, like we've seen in Terminator. Here it's with the character of Ash, who was told to bring this thing back, basically, and how much he respects this xenomorph as we come to know them, this little alien. And, just he was tapping into those themes and ideas that he does in Prometheus and Alien Covenant with David. You could see in its infancy here with the character of Ash. And, he's terrifying in his own right when they find out that he's a cyborg and he goes to kill Ripley and stuff like that. That's actually a real terrifying scene, man. And he's got he rolls that fucking magazine up and he's trying to, choke her with it and stuff like that. Crazy stuff, man. Just a freaking crazy movie that gets out of fucking hand. And maybe one of the best jump scares I've ever seen, man, with the Tom Skerritt's death, the captain. He's going down through the air shaft, looking through this freaking thing, and they go, it's getting closer to you, it's closer to you, it's closer to you, and he's like, looking this way, looking that way, and bang! There it is. It's just awesome shit, man. Just really well crafted. I mean, this is Ridley Scott. This guy knows how to direct a movie, man. And how well this movie holds up just with the look of it. It's beautifully shot. That real subtle, low music that's going on, sombering, kind of like. It's got a great score to it. I believe it was Jerry Goldsmith. No wonder. Did some great scores. we talk about Ripley. I mean, when we watch this movie, we're not halfway in, and that's when we start realizing, oh, she's the final girl. She's going to be the survivor, but we don't know that at the beginning. You're thinking it's the captain or maybe somebody else, possibly, but the way Ripley really takes control of his situation is amazing. It really shows her strength. It shows that, the way she could take charge and, settle a situation down.
We'll move in pairs. We'll go step by step and cut off every bulkhead and every vent until we have it cornered, and then we'll blow it the fuck out into space. Is that acceptable to you?
The way she follows protocol and the questions between morality and ethics. The moral thing was if you let John Hurt's character in and, get that alien off him, but she takes the road of ethics of what's good for the world, with the quarantine procedures and, when she's gonna, we gotta make sure this goes through a protocol and all that. And, at the end of the day, she was fucking right. If that thing gets on Earth, it's goodbye Earth, goodbye people. So I love how Ridley Scott is playing with ethics and morality and all that kind of stuff within Ripley's character. And then you got the side characters too, like the two blue collar guys. And that's what these characters are. They're like blue collar dudes in space, truckers in space, and Harry Dean Stanton and the other guy there, Parker. I just really relate to those characters because, I'm a blue collar guy who works at a shop. And the design of this alien creature, I mean, the xenomorph, just one of the greatest creature designs ever. You know what I mean? The way that, and this the concept of the thing, the way this thing face hugs on your face and it's very invasive, impregnates you, so to speak. And then, this, where a big xenomorph pops out of you and then it grows, it takes on whatever host it uses. And it's got this acid for blood, for a defense mechanism. It's just the whole concept of this thing. It's awesome. It's just a perfect design. They actually say during this movie at one point, a perfect organism. So just what can I say? I just love the look of the thing. I like the look more in like Aliens, James Cameron Aliens, but there's one point where you could see that this is a dude in a suit and everything like that. But other than that, man, I think the thing looks fantastic. It really does hold up. I mean, this movie's as old as I am. Like, this is like 44 years old, this movie. It's crazy how well this flick holds up. It's crazy. It's just beyond me. That's because of beautiful directing, beautiful looking film, great characters. You just get behind everything, the real suspense and all that jazz. And let's talk about one of the most iconic scenes in horror when that thing busts out of John Hurt. I mean, the way Ridley Scott directed this, I believe there was a story where he told the cast, yeah, there's going to be some blood, but it's not going to be that bad. And there's hell of a lot more blood than there was supposed to be. I don't know the exact story, but the look on Veronica Cartwright's face when that shit explodes out of John Hurt, and she's just like, like this. It's just blood everywhere. It's crazy, and just the way that thing just, just comes out, scoots across the floor. Just amazing practical effects and just such an iconic scene. Like, that's the kind of scene that will be etched in your memory forever if you first watched this, like in the theater. I mean, people who got to watch all this shit in the 70s in the theater, I envy you. I couldn't imagine seeing all this stuff like Alien, Halloween, Star Wars, Superman, The Godfather, just all these unique movies for the first time and everything. It's just, it amazes me. It amazes me. I mean, man, it's just incredible stuff. So guys, Alien is awesome. You have to see Alien. So I'm going to give Alien from 1979 a B+. What about you guys? Let me know in the comments what you think of Alien. Do you like it? Don't you like it? Do you think this movie holds up as well as I think it does? Because I think it holds up great. Let me know in those comments below. My name is Jason. You are watching Backtrack Cinema. I will see you next time, and I will see you in the movies. Cheers.